Good afternoon, everyone. Before we begin, I'd like to have everyone stand and pledge allegiance to the flag. Thank you.
Colors posted. Reset.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone. How are we doing? Good, good. Before I begin, I'd like to welcome the elected officials that we have with us today. We have Ward 1 City Councilor Joanne McKenna. Ward 2 City Councilor Ira Novoselsky. Ward 5 City Councilor John Powers. Councilor at Large Stephen Morabito. And Councilor at Large Tony Zambuto. I'd also like to recognize our Chief of Police, James Guido. Retired Chief Murphy. Newly retired Chief Terrence Reardon. And of course, retired State Trooper Ed O'Hara. Oh, and of course, School Committee Woman Carol Ty. Come on, Carol. The issues that are confronting public safety in today's day and age are more daunting than ever. The role of police officer reaches far beyond law enforcement. It entails counseling, de-escalation skills, and the understanding that some of the very people that you are protecting are likely to be some of your greatest critics. And it is a dangerous job. Municipal police force in today's day and age must be educated, well-trained, and keenly aware of the magnitude of challenges that arise from a community that changes every single day in both attitude and reaction to authority. Today, Lieutenant Amy O'Hara is promoted to the rank of captain, and we welcome to the Revere Police Department Officer Robert Popolo, Officer Brian Breens, Officer Christine Cavagnaro, and Officer Christopher Alas. Today's police officer is an integral part of our neighborhoods. And despite the changes in our world, the image of a police officer that was portrayed in Norman Rockwell's iconic drawing, The Runaway, that appeared on the cover of the Saturday Evening Post in 1958, is as pertinent today as ever. That police officer expressing respect and compassion for a young man in his situation. While I know that we are 60 years removed from that time, and Revere is not Mayberry, and is not the quaint, quiet town that is depicted in Rockwell's painting. The police officer of today represents similar qualities and values. The police officer ever aware that their voice is often more effective than a badge, handcuffs, or a weapon. It is a portrait of counseling, de-escalation, and understanding. So today, the City of Revere and the Revere Police Department, we vest leadership in Captain O'Hara. Leadership born of her experience on the force. And we vest the responsibility of modern law enforcement in Officers Popolo, Breens, Cavagnaro, and Alas. May all of you be vigilant, safe, a credit to the community and your chosen profession. And finally, I have to make this comment because this is probably one of the bigger crowds we've gotten since I've been mayor. And I want to thank all of the friends and family who are here today. And I thank you because your sacrifice, the sacrifice in sharing your loved one in the interest of public safety, sharing them with the community, deserves credit. So I thank all of you for being here today, and I will now ask Chief James Gatto to address the public. Thank you, Chief.
We didn't have the same speechwriter. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to today's ceremony. Today is a milestone for the department and each of the officers here today. Today we'll be promoting Lieutenant Amy O'Hara to the rank of captain in the Revere Police Department, and we'll also be swearing in our 4 newest officers, Robert Popolo, who attended the Reading Police Academy, Brian Brennis, who attended the MBTA Police Academy, and they'll be graduating next week, I believe. Christina Cavagnaro attended the MBTA Police Academy, and Christopher Alas, who's a lateral transfer from Attleboro. He's newly married, and his wife's whole family lives in Salem, and he was making the commute every day from Attleboro. And Officer Turner said he would be interested in coming to Revere Police, and we did a thorough background check, and we're thrilled to have him come join the Revere Police Department. I think he'll be a great asset, as well as the other new cadets. I want to especially thank all of the family members and friends of each of these officers for all of the help I am sure you have given them along the way. Without your support, they would not be standing here today. Please give yourself a round of applause. We will now swear in Lieutenant O'Hara to the rank of captain, but before we do, I'll say a few words. Amy spent long hours studying, attending seminars, as well as working and taking care of her family at the same time as a mom and a wife. We are proud of her and wish her all the success as she begins this new chapter in her career. Lieutenant O'Hara began her career with the Revere Police Department June 6, 1994. She was promoted to Sergeant April 9, 2002, and to Lieutenant August 7, 2012. Lieutenant O'Hara has served in many roles in the department during her career. She served in the Community Policing Division, the Detective Bureau. She was a field training officer, a bike patrol officer, and worked for many years in the patrol division, and also was the supervisor of the Revere Police Detail Office, probably one of the hardest jobs in the department because you have to please 100 people, and she did an outstanding job. When I became chief July 1st, I assigned her to command the newly created Division of Community Service in anticipation of her promotion today, where she will continue to serve after she's promoted today. Amy has done exemplary work in the assignment. I am thrilled to have her as one of my command staff. She hit the ground running day one. I want to thank her for all her help, and I would not be surprised if she's standing before you one day as chief of police. Amy, congratulations, and now we'll have the swearing in.
Captain O'Hara, please raise your right hand and repeat after me using your own name after I say aye. I,
Amy O'Hara,
solemnly swear that I will faithfully and impartially discharge and perform all the duties incumbent upon me as captain of the City of Revere Police Department, according to the best of my abilities and understanding, agreeably to the rules and regulations of the Constitution and laws of the Commonwealth. So help me God. Congratulations, Amy.
We'll now have her son Frankie come up and pin on her badge. We will now swear in our 4 newest officers, but before we do, I want to express to each of you the responsibility being placed on your shoulders as police officers. You are becoming police officers during a trying time in our country. Your goal of a police officer is to go out on every shift and treat everyone you come in contact with dignity and respect. Treat each person you encounter as if it is a family member, and you will gain their trust and respect always. Excuse me. The vast majority of citizens respect and like the police. They also realize how difficult our job is. Many times you will encounter the ones who do not. There is no greater honor than to be able to serve your community and to keep them safe. You have had 26 weeks of extensive training, and you will have another 10 weeks of field training. Use this training wisely. Always be alert and aware of your surroundings at all times. Your number one goal is to go home safe at the end of every shift. I welcome you to the Revere Police Department. We will look forward to many years of success from each of you. Congratulations. And you can come up now. Cass, you want to do them all together? And again, being sworn in, Robert Popolo, Brian Brennis, Christina Cavanaro, and Krista Alas.
Officers, please raise your right hands and repeat after me using your own name after I say aye. I solemnly swear that I will faithfully and impartially discharge and perform all the duties incumbent upon me as a police officer for the city of Revere, according to the best of my abilities and understanding, agreeably to the rules and regulations of the Constitution and laws of the Commonwealth. So help me God. Congratulations, officers.
We'll now do the pinning of the badges. Robert, who's doing your badge? My brother, Danny. Come on up. We're going to do them one at a time. Next will be Brian Brennis's mother, Flora Bett. And Brian, I apologize. I told the mayor that we pronounce your name Breen, so that was my fault. He's all shook up. Hello. Next, Christina Cavanaro, and her father will be pinning her badge. Stab her. Next will be Christopher Alas, and his wife will pin on his badge and his newborn. I believe that concludes the ceremonies. And we have cake and coffee and pictures. Oh, we have to sign the book. Okay. You want them to do it one at a time? Sure. Captain O'Hara. It's all on the same page, Captain? Robert? Brian? Here, Rob. Next will be Christina Cavanaro. You guys writing a novel? Did you get a coin? Christopher Alas. Okay, thank you, everybody. Let's have a big hand for everyone.